Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing well today. So it is the 25th of November, which means it is only 1 month until Christmas. I'm about to show you a fantastic Aldi haul that will not break the bank and it will help your weight losses on the run up to Christmas. So as it approaches the festive season, and of course Santa Claus is coming very soon, we as a society, I think, panic a bit about what we're going to wear, what we're going to eat, how much money we're going to spend and how much money we want to spend but we maybe just don't quite have. And unfortunately Christmas can be a really stressful time for people. It can be stressful for very many reasons, as we know, but I think people put a lot of pressure on themselves to be the best, to look the best, to have the best turkey, to have the best Christmas presents, and to make it something of what dreams are made of. However, as we all know, within a normal society and a working class sort of life, I'm sure most of you at home will understand that Christmas Day is often not so fun for the adults, and it often costs a lot of time, effort and money, which at the end of the day may not be exactly how you wanted it to turn out. Now for some people it can be a very somber time, a very sad time. People can be on their own and people can really feel quite lonely and isolated, and that will not help your weight losses if that is something that you want to achieve over the Christmas period. If it's something that you're wanting to try to achieve before Christmas. Now it may just be that you want to lose a certain amount of weight over the next couple of weeks, and Christmas has very little to do with that if you're already on a slim world or a weight loss journey already. But for some people who do want to lose a few pounds and feel maybe a little bit lighter and a little bit better about themselves, I'm here to show you my Aldi haul today, which I have been to get from the shops. So I will just start by reading out all of our ingredients or sort of items that I've bought as such, and I will give you hopefully the best information about them that I can, that might help with some snack ideas, dinner ideas as well. So let's get started. So first of all, we have the Italian style chicken chipolatas. So these are chicken sausages, and they are, I think, one sin, £2.49 for the pack, and these work out very, very similar in taste to the Heck Chicken Italia sausages. Now myself and my husband have had these. We've had the Heck Chicken Italia and these are much cheaper, so I would recommend that if you guys are wanting to look at getting something like this at home, then I would pick these up, to be honest. They're gluten free as well for anyone who may have that dietary requirement, and we've had them on their own with sort of eggs. We've also had them at home with some pasta and things as well, so they're quite versatile, and I suppose you can do as you please with them. You know, there's lots of different recipes that you can use sausage in compared to using like chicken, for example. You could make a stew, or you know, put something in the slow cooker. So yeah, this is what they look like. And again, the fact that they are so much cheaper than the sort of leading brand like Heck is fantastic. Next on our list is our friendly, trusty Scottish chicken breast fillets. And of course there are no sins attached to this. This is a protein food and this was £4.49. So this is a 650 gram pack as well. So we will have to have a think about what we're going to use this for, but I think we will probably use it in the form of a curry perhaps. Failing that, we will have some noodles, maybe a stir fry along those lines. We have a 400 gram pack of British Red Leicester, and this is suitable for vegetarians. It is £2.49 for a block, and you can have 30 grams of this as one of your Healthy Extra A choices. If you wanted to use your complete Healthy Extra A, so you do get two Healthy Extra A choices on Slim World as well as a Healthy Extra B, you can have 60 grams of this if you wanted to use up your full allowance for the day. So if you wanted to make a sauce with it, for example, or if you wanted to make some cheese on toast or cheesy beanos, or anything like that in the way of sort of sandwiches or if you're wanting to make some sort of homemade pizzas, it's fantastic for that reason. So I really enjoy this cheese. I know you can get the lower fat version of some cheeses, and so that gives you a little bit more weight. So for example, like 40 grams or more if you choose a slightly different cheese to this, but we really like it. It's versatile and it also suits the whole family. So I'm not buying multiple packs of cheese, of course, because it is very expensive at the best of times. Next on our list is Spirals Hazelnut. So this is 7 bars in here, this pack, and these are £1.75. And these are a bit of a copycat of Kinder Bueno. So these work out 6 cents per finger. I'll just open them up for you so I can show you what they look like. So they are, I would probably say, about the same size as a Kinder Bueno, but with Kinder Bueno you get 2 in a pack, and it's like a sort of twin bar, but these are just on their own, so that's what they look like inside. But I think, to be honest, if you really miss that sort of creamy flavour, you get 3 sort of cubes on the bar inside each biscuit or snack. To be honest, yeah, 122 calories per bar, and as we said, it was 6 cents that worked out as. I'm looking forward to having one of those with a cup of tea, actually. I really like Kinder Buenos, they're one of my favourite things, and I also really like the little Bon things you get as well, which are like chocolate filled with the cream. But yeah, I've not had any for a very, very long time now. I've been doing Sun World for 6 months, and all of these things have been sort of not something I would ever let myself eat, for the fear of eating too much of it. So anyway, moving on, we've got sweet chilli rice cakes here, and these are sweet chilli flavour rice and corn cakes, and these are gluten free. So I personally love a rice cake. They're one of my favourite things to snack on. You can of course top them with different things like cheese, different sort of flavourings, different seasonings and spices, as well as proteins. So if you had some cooked chicken, or if you had some vegan or vegetarian alternative meats, you can top them and make them into a really, really nice little filling snack. These are 1.5 cents each, and they were 95 pence for the whole pack. And again, as I said, they are gluten free friendly. They did have other flavours there as well, so if you are going to Aldi, feel free to take a wee look if there's anything that sort of jumps out at you. But the sweet chilli ones for me sort of drew me in. I really like that flavour. Next on our list is our Seriously Spreadable. This is a lighter pack, and this is a soft cheese, so spreadable cheese that you can have on a sandwich. You can put it into pasta. You could have it as a bit of a creamy addition to a risotto. You could have it in a toasty. You could put it inside a chicken breast to make it sort of like a cheesy, oozy sort of chicken breast. There are so many things that you could do with this. Again, having it on some Ryvita as part of your Healthy Extra B, and then using up some of your Healthy Extra A. And so thankfully, as I said, this is a Healthy Extra A, and it's 2.5 cents per 25 grams if you don't use your Healthy Extra A on this. So you can have half of the tub as one of your Healthy Extra A choices, which works out at 55 grams. So this is 110 grams pack. Although if you wanted to use all of this up on your own, you can do throughout the day. So yeah, really, really good. And this was £1.39. We also have 6 golden yolk eggs. Again, they're free range. We always buy free range eggs in this house, and they are RSPCA assured, British Lion quality, and they're large eggs. So I think we all know what eggs look like, but they're all there, present and correct. And in total, this was £1.99 for 6 eggs. We have our broccoli here, which was 79p. Big stalk at the bottom, but really I'm just wanting to use the top. I know you can use the bottom of it in different things, but yeah, I don't really have any plans for that at this stage, but it looked like a nice broccoli. They had quite a lot of stuff being sort of freshly stacked out on the shelves, and this was one of the first ones that I grabbed out of the box. So yeah, really looking forward to having this. And again, it's a speed food. There are no sins attached to it. And again, just going back to the eggs, they are a free food, they're a protein food, and there are no sins attached to those either. So moving on to some more vegetables, we've got mixed peppers here, and they are a speed food. So there are no sins attached, and they're £1.49 for 3 peppers. Again, these are really good as a snack if you've got something you want to dip them into, like cottage cheese, or if you have some low-fat hummus, if you've made that at home or if you bought it. You know, there's lots of different options that you can use these for, but I quite like stuffing them with some rice. And you can also use these as part of chopping up into like a sauce. You can blend them up, or you can roast them in the oven as well. We bought these to probably roast in the oven as part of a pasta bake with some other vegetables as well. So I'm really looking forward to these, and they're all quite a reasonable sort of equal size. Sometimes you get really big ones in these packs and other ones are really small, but they look really good quality. Little snack that I don't know if it will be for me as such, but James did notice these in the shop, and I thought it'd be really interesting to scan how much they come up in a sin value. So these are the Aldi Chocker little mini chocolate bars, and I think these are the hazelnut praline ones. So James wanted to get these today, so he did, and they were £1.99. Now, once I got home, I scanned them because it's not something, I haven't had one bar of chocolate in the whole time I've been on Summer World, so that's been 6 months. I've chosen not to do it. It's not because I can, I've chosen not to. I've chosen to use my sins on other things, and actually I've lost 4 stone in that time, so cutting out some chocolate bars has not exactly been a bad thing for me. But these are 11 sins per bar of chocolate. Now, of course, most people in Summer World have up to around 15 to 20 sins a day, and that's obviously the upper limit of what you would be suggested to use in a day. But of course, if you really wanted one, you could have one if you were having a very low to no sin day, and then you had one of these, and then you called it a day, called it quits, and thought, right, that's me, I'm not having any more sins today. Then actually, this is quite a good choice if you wanted to use that up in that way. They're quite a nice size, and they are 40 grams per bar. Speaking about stuffed peppers and moving on to filling them with rice, this golden vegetable savoury rice here is absolutely amazing. It is the best savoury rice, honestly, I have ever had. I can't believe the price. If you guys don't know the price already, they are 28 pence per sachet, and I've got 2. So I haven't cooked this in the microwave, I know you can, but I have only ever cooked them in the pan with boiling water, and then basically what you do is you let it simmer for about 20 minutes, coming in every 5 minutes just to give it a good stir around, and it turns out perfect every time. So much so I probably wouldn't want to microwave it because I know it turns out really well using the gas hob. But again, it's completely up to yourselves at home. But these are free. There are no sins attached. It's just a fantastic item, to be honest. I think it's probably one of my favourite items that I can buy from Aldi. And they're vegetarian friendly as well. Again, you can add them into peppers, as we said. We could use this as a side for some chicken. You could use it as a side as part of a curry. You could use it as a base to add in lots more things too. So like a sort of like filled rice bowl of mixed vegetables, you know, different proteins like steak, or you could have chicken in there or fish. It's completely up to you, but absolutely amazing. And what I have done over the last week is have one of these and use half of it. So I've weighed it out just so I'm not selling myself short on another day, but it's 120 grams. So I've weighed out 60 grams, cooked that, and the other 60 grams, cooked that on another day, and I've taken it to work with me, and it's worked out excellent to fill in with extra meats and veg. So again, a really good meal prep suggestion for lunches. So moving on, we've got some seedless red grapes, which are 99p, and these are free, they're not a speed food. We then have 3 red onions, which again are a speed food, and these were, I think, 95 pence for 3. The little label's not on it, unfortunately, but I'm sure they were 95p when I bought them. Again, speed, sin free, no sins attached. We've also got specially selected easy peelers. Now, I generally do buy my easy peelers from Marks and Spencer's because they are my favourite, and I would rather pay maybe about 50 to a pound more per bag of fruit there in the form of tangerines, because it's my absolute favourite fruit, and I know that I would enjoy them and the flavour's really good, than buy ones that are much cheaper but then I really don't want to eat, and it's just a complete waste of money. So I have tried, this is the first time I've tried buying these, so I'm really looking forward to having them. If you've had them before, let me know in the comments below what you think. I like a really sweet orange, and I think there's nothing more disappointing when you get an orange or a tangerine and they're quite bland. Is that just me? Anyway, they are a speed food, and these were £1.39 per pack. This is a new product that I saw on the shelf today. New product to me, it's not new to Aldi, but I haven't picked it up before, but when I scanned it I was really surprised, pleasantly surprised, and it is a pasta sauce with tomato and herbs. Now, all in all, this whole jar costs just 47 pence. I can't believe that, 47p, and it's 1.5 cents for the whole jar, which is fantastic. So I think to round it up, it would be 1 cent for half of the jar, just because you can't use like 0.25 or 0.75 of a cent within Slimming World. So I think just to protect your losses, you're better just counting it as 2 for the whole jar and then halving that, rounding it up and halving it, and it would be 1 cent for half of it. So yeah, really versatile. I think this will be really handy to keep in the cupboard, and again, as we said, using different things like pastas and as a base for a sauce for lots of dishes. I think this is a really good sin value and time saver if you're short on time. So these products here are also new to me. These are the Brooklee high protein skyr Icelandic style layered yogurt. They're fat free, there's 11.5 grams of protein per pot. There is no added sugar, and apparently it's a new recipe. These are all the raspberry flavour. I've got 3 of them here, and they were 65 pence each. This is what they look like, and these are half a cent. Now, what I will say to you is to be very careful, because there were different flavours there, and some of them were 2.5 cents, even though they have the same packaging like this. The strawberry one I'm sure was 2.5 cents, which I just cannot justify when it's the same thing. It's just a slightly different taste. So I made sure that I picked up the raspberry ones, and this is the first time I've had these, so I'm really looking forward to giving them a go. The piccolato tomatoes are a speed food, and I can't remember how much these were, but they weren't very expensive. I think they're probably about, oh yeah, but I've written it on the front, £1.65. So yeah, these are very good. We've had them before and we thoroughly enjoy them. We also have Cuthbert rollers, which are little round sort of mini biscuits. So it's a cocoa biscuit with a chocolate flavoured filling, and these are technically for Logan, but actually they work out at 5 cents per biscuit, which is not too bad, and they were only £1, so 99p for this whole box of biscuits, which I actually don't think is that bad. So yeah, as I said, primarily for Logan, but actually because they are so low sin, having one of those with a cup of tea or a little biscuit with a glass of juice, whatever, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. We've got our Potts tikka masala, which is an authentic Indian sauce with cumin, curry leaves and smoked chilli, and it's a 330 grams tin or can of sauce. Now, we really love the Potts brand, but the fact that we can pick one of these up in Aldi for 99 pence, when at times in Tesco they have been at least double the price, or sometimes almost 3 times the price, is absolutely unreal. So for half of this, if you were sharing it with someone, they do recommend that 1 jar serves 2 people. So you really wouldn't get much out of it if you shared it any more than that. But it's 8 cents for half of that, and I think, to be honest, for a really authentic tasting curry sauce, we've had a variety of different sauces from the Potts brand or Potts range, but for 8 cents for a really good, hearty, tasty filling curry that you don't have to spend a lot of money on making and preparing and, you know, getting everything, all the ingredients, because that can be very expensive and time consuming as well. And it also saves you using your sins and your hard-earned cash going to a takeaway or ordering a takeaway online. so it's win-win. We also have Gianni's mini bites, so these are chocolate brownie flavour, and these are a bit of a copycat or dupe similar to Little Moons. So this is what they look like, and these are 5 cents per ice cream ball, and the full pack costs £2.99. So the Little Moons often cost in excess of £3, £4, £5 per box, and there are no more in the box than there are here in front of us right now. So this is an excellent deal, and as I said, I've not had these ones before, but the chocolate brownie really is up my street, so I'm looking forward to giving them a go. The next item on our list we've had before, and is egg pappardelle. So it is delicious, can I just say, already, but it is absolutely phenomenal. So egg pappardelle, and this is sin free, so it is a free food, it's not a speed food, but it was only 99p for a really lovely fancy looking box of pasta. So I would highly recommend this. It only takes about 7 or 8 minutes to cook in a pan of boiling water, and I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was the pasta that I used to make my Slim World friendly creamy carbonara, so I can pop the link up here if you want to have a look at that, but I would strongly recommend, if you haven't tried this, then please do, for 99p. It's such a bargain. It's very artisan looking, I think. Moving on, we've got 2 packs of mushrooms here, and these are a speed food. They're incredibly low in calories, they're a speed food, and they're also full of vitamin D as well, which is incredibly important at this time of the year when we have much less daylight. But these were only 95p per pack, and I've had these before and I really enjoy them, so yeah, not much more to say on them. We have a pack of bananas here, and these are a free food. They're not a speed food, but they were only 78p for the bunch, which I thought was pretty good, to be honest, and this will do us as we go through the week of work ahead. We then have our chicken stock pots, and we have our vegetable stock pots, and these are both sin free, and they were 99p per pack. So these are great for sauces and soups, and just giving your dishes a little bit more flavour. We have wonky blueberries here. To be honest, they don't look wonky to me, they look perfect. And these are 125 grams pack. They were £1.29, and these are a speed food, so perfect for topping your breakfast if you're having something like a porridge or it's a cereal, or if you're having some yogurt and you want to pop some berries on top. So that's our little blueberries pack there. More pasta. It's a favourite of ours in this house, but with Slimming World, of course, it is free. You don't need to worry about it, although I can definitely eat much less pasta now than I used to before. My stomach's definitely shrunk. So this is the just fusilli pasta, and it is 1.5 kilograms, 1 kilogram bag of pasta. It's £1.39, and this will do us for quite a while. We also have the specially selected limited edition Wagyu dripping roast potato flavour crinkle cut crisps. That's a title, isn't it? So these are gluten free, and they are £1.15 a bag. Now that's sort of a wee bit closer up what they look like. I think they look really good. But yeah, £1.15, and per 25 grams is 6.5 cents. Now I probably won't have very much of these, but I would like to have at least one portion. So 25 grams, 6.5 cents. I don't think that's that bad. I generally try to stick to around 10 cents or less per day. So even if I had these, I would still have lots of other cents available to me if I wanted to spend them. We have a pack of Scottish Brussels sprouts. So these were 95p, and they are a speed food. We have some chopped tomatoes, and I've got 2 tins here, and they were 49p per tin, and these are also a speed food. There are no sins attached. Always be careful with flavoured chopped tomatoes, because they can sometimes add in some oils and some other things in there as well to make them taste good with the other seasonings like herbs and spices. So always double check if you are buying those, but the plain ones like I have today are definitely speed, and they are free. There are no sins attached. We also have some Dijon mustard, which is something I really enjoy, and I quite like it as part of a meal and a sandwich, or as part of a sauce as well with chicken. But this is only 1 cent per level tablespoon. And I can't remember how much this was. I think it was about 75 pence, 80 pence. So pop that down. We also have 2 tins of the chicken and white sauce from Bramwell's, which is from Aldi, of course. That's their own brand. So we've got the two tins there, and these are only 1 cent each. So 1 cent per tin. And to be honest, I think that's just fantastic. They are $1.85, so they're not the cheapest item in the haul today. But to be honest, making all of the stuff that goes into the white sauce and keeping it so low sin or sin free is a lot of effort, and it's a lot of time that most of us just don't have. So for 1 cent, you won't get much chicken in these, of course. They are, it says here, 44%, but to be honest, I think if you were making something like a chicken dish with this, you'd probably want to add in more chicken of your own, and of course bulking it up with some vegetables like broccoli. And we have the taco mixed beans and a tomato sauce, which are sin-free. We had these last time with our chili, and this was delicious. It really was. This is 72p per tin, and if you want to take a look at the sin-free chili recipe that I did, then please take a look to the link up here. And we're almost at the end. So these are actually snacks for James, but I will show you them on camera. So they are the original Meatster Eat and Go salami sticks. So basically pepperami. So these are 4.5 cents per stick, and the pack themselves was £1.99. So actually, if you did want to have one of these as part of a snack, or if you're wanting to get one and chop it up and put it into like a pasta dish, for example, or use it to make a Slim World sort of pizza chicken, you definitely could do that, and it wouldn't be too bad in cents. 4.5. The stick itself pretty sizable from there to there, and so I don't think that's too bad in the way of how much you would get out of the stick if you wanted to cut it up into sections. Again, these are for James. I probably won't have one, to be honest, but I do like pepperami usually, so it's good to know that they're there if I want one. And last but not least, we have our final product here, which is lentil chips, and these are barbecue flavour, and there are 6 bags in the pack. And these are very similar looking to the pop chips, which I absolutely love. So these were £1.39 for the 6 bags, and 3.5 cents per bag for a packet of crisps. I think is fantastic. It means you can still enjoy something with the crunch and the taste of a much more calorific bag of crisps, for example, and still enjoy some other snacks throughout your day that will help keep you on track. And that is it, that's our lot. So I hope this has been a helpful video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I also hope that some of the hints or the tips or the suggestions have been useful for you as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I shall catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye.